Hello, how is everyone? How are we doing? Half blinded by the beautiful sun that we have in London. I hope you're well. I hope you can hear me. This is just a quick hello and a bit different video that I think it's very important to do. So today we're going to be talking about the importance of slowing down, the importance of me time. If you study, if you are at home stay parent, if you work, if you run a business, whatever you do, you're retired, we all need a break. And as much as we hear this everywhere around us, as much as it's being, put in our brains, we forget. And it's normal and it's expected because it's so easy to get lost in busyness, it's so easy to get lost in what we need to do, and there's just no time to do anything. And sometimes, no matter how much I work and how many days of work I do, I just always feel it's not enough. I gathered a few thoughts, and like today I'm showing you Hampstead Heath. It's one of my favorite places in London, always been. I have a deep love for this place. I always recenter myself here and come back so much happier and so much more energized. And I wanted to take you along with me just to show you how I slow down, how I use my me time sometimes, and to show you that it's okay, and a few reasons why hopefully you should get inspired to do that too. So here we go. First of all, when I speak about me time and slowing down and everything like that, it can be very, very short. I'm never speaking about you have to take a day off, you have to take a week off. It doesn't have to be anything so dramatic. Today I left my house around 2 p.m. I've done all the work that I felt that I want to do for the day. Nothing crazy is going on apart from projects in the background. I know I can give myself a few hours of peace, whatever that is for me. So I'm going to be creative, I'm going to film this, I'm going to draw a bit, I'm going to read maybe I'm going to do nothing. But I wanted to let you know that it's okay if you just take even half an hour off or an hour off, even if it's just a walk around the block. Why not? Let's be honest, we don't often have time to plan one full day out of our calendars. And something I realized recently is everyone's going to be fine. Everyone's going to be fine if I switch off for a few hours, if I don't answer all the emails straight away, if I don't answer all the social media or replies that are waiting for me. It's fine. The world continues to spin just like before, and actually, rather than scraping for answers as I'm trying to relax, I come back after my off time and I can give my answers much more meaning and they can be much more useful. To be fair, whenever I'm kind of like in my zone on my own and I kind of take myself to a place where I can relax, let myself be when I'm in nature, when I'm physically around a space. And sometimes I don't even notice, it's just something comes in. But I had a lovely walk and something really visual came to my mind that I want to do. And it's just fascinating how it comes when we don't fill our schedule with things all the time. So there's something there about slowing down where you can literally let yourself be and ideas may come. I know it's really hard, as I said, sometimes for us to get that time off, to find ourselves in a more relaxed space, but really I encourage you all to make time for it, just like you make time for your calls, just like you make time for your family, for your friends, for admin, for shopping, for everything else in our life. Make time for that. And again, is that a monthly thing for you? Maybe is that a weekly thing for you? Make time. Be very intentional with it. So does it mean that maybe you're putting it in your calendar, or maybe on Fridays you didn't take any calls so that you can make that decision whether you want to take some time off? Whatever that is for you, make time. Don't just wait for it to come, because there'll be always an excuse. And then slowing down, having your own time, whatever that means to you, you choose. For me, that's sometimes not doing anything, just being in nature, just like now. Sometimes that's drawing, sometimes that's reading. What is your thing that you never have time for, that you want to do? It doesn't have to be anything crazy, it can be just a walk. A walk can do so much for your soul, for your health, for your mind. Whatever that is, choose it, do it, and get excited for it. Now, I think naturally most of us are, let's say, gatherers. We like to be around people, and especially after what happened to this world, we take so much importance in meeting other people and being with the close ones. But there is something I think very, very healing and important about spending time with yourself, and doesn't mean that you're lonely, doesn't mean that you're bored. You're just being your own friend and being in your own space. And what does it mean to you again? How can you explore what you want to do? What is the thing that you only can experience that no one else can, and see how that feels. To me, I've always been a person that really takes energy from being with other people, but also I really, really thrive and take energy from being on my own and spending time with myself. And that's where I re-energize, that's where I get my new ideas, I get quiet, it calms me down, it centers me. It's something that I've always cherished actually about myself. I've never had a situation where I felt uneasy because I'm not seeing, let's say, other people. So is it something that maybe doesn't come to you naturally? Then try and practice, even if it starts with a 10-minute walk around your area, or even if it's a short meditation at home, or whatever you want to do. You know, watch a movie on your own. Why not? Just what can you do on your own that it's very special to you and feels natural, and you can just go and do it. Whenever I, again, slow down, I take a moment for myself, usually I seek nature when I can, it just recenters me. So that's something so important that I want to share with you guys. Whenever you feel a bit overwhelmed, whenever things get a bit too much, whether that's with work, with personal life, with stuff, with everything mixed together, just try to recenter yourself and try to find that special moment for yourself, even if it's just a quick coffee. It doesn't have to be anything massive, but I do encourage you to take at least few hours a week if you can, or at least a month, and recenter yourself, whatever that means to you. Come back happier, come back more energized, come back more ready to experience the world again, receive and give, and be the most ready version of yourself for anything that's to come. And last thing, nothing may be crazy, but just whenever you do take time for yourself and you want to slow down, take your time, be in the moment, relax, don't look at the phone, be present, smell the air, look at the nature, look at the colors, notice things, just be present. Something that it's so hard to do for us all, I think, these days, because so much stuff is kind of popping at us and it's just the way it is. So how can you kind of remove yourself from all that for a second and find yourself again? So I hope this was useful. I'm going to come back to my lovely time in Hampstead Heath because it's literally one of the last beautiful days in London, so I had to do it. It was on my calendar. When I saw the temperature and the sun, I was like, there's no way I'm not going to go. And I hope this was useful, inspirational, motivational. It made you think for a second, hey, I actually deserve that moment for myself. And I'm sure it's so hard for many of us to do it. And even if it's, again, once a month, just an hour, try and do it, but be mindful with it and be intentional and see if that is something that you might want to implement into your lifestyle. As always, let me know in your comments, what do you think? Do you put that time to recenter yourself and slow down? What do you do when you have your me time? Inspire me a bit, maybe I'll start doing that too. Do you practice it? Do you not? Do you believe in it? Do you not? My one intention and hope for this video is that you try at least once. At least once. DM me, tweet me, get in touch. I would love to hear from you, and until next time. Now, let me get to my nap position and stare at the sky. See you guys. Bye.